Okay, it's the 3rd of February, and we are here with Dwayne Franklin from Blue Moon Home Inspections in 1995 Calco in the Highlands of Brentwood. He just completed the inspection on, and he's going to go over some of the findings.
Hello, folks.
Hello.
I'm going to start you guys out in the kitchen here, and we'll just go down my little list here. The appliances are about 2 years old. That's per paperwork here on site from the owners. It's got a dishwasher and disposal. They both work just fine. We ran both of them. Electric stove and a microwave, both in good shape. You have gray polybutylene pipe present to the home, which is it's an older, more outdated piping system. This system seems to be in good shape. I don't see any leaks in any of the joints or anything. Problems come in with this system when you're having plumbing repairs done. Sometimes we have to get a little more involved with our repairs with this older piping. I've talked to the owners here, and they've actually had a plumber out to do repairs in the past, and he's given them a really, really good quote on replumbing this home. So it's something you folks may want to talk about. It's an incredibly good price. And you guys always have the option to have me come back to make sure all this work is done properly if you do choose to do anything.
But it doesn't need to be done right now.
Does not need to be done right now. Like I said, repairs in the future, you have to think. Your plumber may say, I can't repair this product. We have to replace this product. So it's something you always have to be prepared for. We have low water pressure on the cold side of our sink, only in the kitchen. So it is probably something to do at the angle stop of this cold water side of the kitchen. Again, once the plumber's here and he starts getting into it, we have to prepare that we may have to replace that whole piece of piping right there. He may not be able to put a new angle stop in with this gray poly. So now that's pretty much it in the kitchen. Everything else in the kitchen's good. The cabinets are good. The countertop's good. Everything else is in real good shape in here. All the electrical's hooked up properly. So now we'll go into the master bath. It's no tub, just shower. The right sink has a slight leak at the drain underneath it. The toilet is caulked to the floor, which is, we really don't want our commodes caulked to the floor. It's better that they're just sitting there on our wax ring. And it's missing a screen in the window. Other than that, everything's in good shape in the master bath. We have good water pressure everywhere. Everything's draining properly and everything else looks good in there. Again, we have gray poly pipe noted underneath the sink. Hall bath, it's a tub shower. Everything's good in the hall bath. We've got no issues at all. Again, gray poly pipe underneath the sink. Our laundry is in the service area. The home came with the gas dryer, but the folks here that own the house now have switched it up to electrical. Everything looks great there. They did a good job of it. It was a real electrician that did the work. There's still a gas bib there if you ever choose to put a gas dryer in, though. So you can have either or right now.
Did you look behind to make sure there was no water damage or anything behind the washer and dryer?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And we were underneath the house also.
Okay.
Because I think that's where I think they had a plumbing issue was over in there.
Okay.
From the looks of the insulation and vapor barrier, it's over in that spot.
Okay.
But everything looks pretty good over there now, folks. So our electrical panel, you have a 100 amp service. The main shut-off to the home is located in the laundry room right across from the washer dryer. You'll see your electrical panel. We have a gas-fired forced air furnace. It was tested in heat mode. It's over 10 years old. It's working just fine with temperature slightly lower at our kitchen register. And it was about 8 degrees cooler coming out at our kitchen register. I was under the house and I don't see any kinks in the ductwork under there or anything. I think it's really just because it's the farthest one from the unit. So there's a little bit of a temperature difference, but it's not outrageous. You may notice it in the summertime.
Does the unit itself look like it's in good condition?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, and we pulled it all apart. It's a gas-fired furnace, so you want to service that furnace once a year before you turn it on, even if it's working just fine. You want to service them out here to check the heat exchanger, make sure there's no cracks, make sure everything's venting properly. It's going to be best for you to do safety-wise. You want to make sure that that gas-fired is working just the way it's supposed to. So at least once a year, have someone come out and give you a servicing of that unit.
What about the air conditioning?
We do not turn the AC on. Our ambient temperature won't allow us to. There would be no temperature differential at this temperature outside at any rate. So it would say that it's not working right, but we would actually be ruining the unit running it at this temperature. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll go around to the outside. And the shed on the right side of the home, you'll see some moisture stains down at the bottom of the walls. That's common. You're really never going to be able to stop that. It's only going to happen during times of heavy rain. It's a shed built on the slab that's really a patio. So it's best for us to just not put anything down there against those walls that can get ruined by moisture. It's never going to puddle. There's never going to be a lake in there, but chances are it will be moist in those areas during times of rain. So just something for you to keep in mind. Keep any perishables up off the ground in there. The GFCI that's on the right side, right out next to the shed, isn't working. It needs to be replaced. The whole outlet just needs a new GFCI outlet put in it.
Okay.
At that time, when you put the new GFC outlet in, it should have a new exterior flap cover put on to protect it from the elements. Because that's probably what has made this one go bad, just dust and grime getting in there.
Okay.
So other than that, all of our electrical is good and everything else on the outside is good. Our water heater is on the left side of the home. It's gas fired. It's over 12 years old. So water heater, I believe, came with the home. And it is pretty heavily corroded. And it's at a point now to where we would consider it nearing the end of its life. It's not at the end, but it's at a point now to where at least every 30 days you should look in on that unit and see if it is progressing anymore. And you'll notice that you're going to get a couple of pictures of the corrosion and where it's real heavy. So you'll know exactly where you're looking at. But in time, and it may be a year, maybe 2 years, it will need to be replaced. It's a shingle roof. It has had repairs done to it. It's the original roof. It hasn't had any new roof put on. There's one missing shingle tab. It has been repaired in the past by a roofer that we have the name of here. The owners have the name of him, who's done an aluminum coat on it, which really is just coating the shingles, which increases its life. So it's not a bad thing. It increases the life of the roof. But there's also some exposed fasteners, which means that there's nails that we can see the heads of the nails through the top that go all the way through to the roof sheathing. Those nails should either be removed and patched over with roofing tar or patched over with roofing tar and a mesh and then recoated with the aluminum coat, and it'll be fixed up. The roof should have common maintenance done to it. And by that we mean a couple of times a year, and especially after a windstorm, we want to go up there and make sure no tabs have flipped up or blown off on us. If they have, we're going to want to reattach those tabs with tar, no fasteners, no staples, no nails. They should just be glued back down into place. That's the best way to repair this roof. Doing this is going to really, really help increase the life of this roof, being diligent and doing common maintenance on it. So one shingle tab can turn into 10 from one gust of wind. So it's going to be really important for you to go ahead and check that on a periodic. We'll go around to our crawl space now. The scuttle is in the backyard. There's some insulation and vapor barrier that has been pulled down. I believe he was trying to find a leak over by the washing machine. He found the leak, repaired the leak, everything's good to go. The insulation is down there, so it doesn't necessarily need any new insulation, but it needs a piece of vapor barrier put back in. That's going to help with the floors, to keep the floors in good shape, and it's just a good idea to put that vapor barrier back in underneath the home. It's a really easy thing to do. It's inexpensive, and it will definitely help you in the future with keeping your floors in good shape. There's pretty nice floors installed in here, so taking care of them is a good thing to do. That's about all we found on the property. Other than that, everything's in real good shape.
Okay, do you mind walking out real quick just to the shed? I just want to show them the moisture in the shed and GFI. noticed there's a couple of just cracks here in the driveway. I know if that bothers somebody, there's somebody will come out and they can put like a filler in and sand
Yeah.
it down or whatever.
They're fairly common settling cracks, folks, and there's no trip hazards, but I'm sure that they would take care of things if it's something you can't live with.
Right.
Here's our GFCI that's not working.
Okay.
We could see that at one time it did have its flip downs, and it's just broken off.
Okay.
Here's the shed, and here's going to be a best spot to see that moisture right back here,
Okay.
Kira. See it right there, the little stains there.
Oh. Not really.
Well, you see it on the wood there.
Oh, okay.
See it on the wood?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Doesn't look.
Yeah, like I say,
expensive.
you're not going to be puddling out here.
Okay.
It's not going to be something that's crazy and just like freaking you out, but it's something you need to know. You don't want to put your family pictures out there on the ground.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
it's going to be a moisture area out there.
Right. Now, as far as the roof, so it doesn't need to be reshingled. It just the nails need to be removed.
Mm-hmm. The exposed fasteners need to be taken care of, and the one shingle tab that is gone. We found half of it across the street, but it's only half of it.
Okay.
That needs to be fixed, and they'll see right next to where the one is missing. There's a couple that are loose. They're right there next to it.
So it needs to be just looked out.
Yeah, just common maintenance.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if they have any questions, what's the best number to reach you?
602-574-6687. You guys are going to have that number on the report, the first page of the report, and you'll have the report on your computer tonight. Call me with any questions you have about anything at all that you see on the report. It's going to be kind of involved with a bunch of info on there.
All right.
So just give me a call.
All right. Thanks, Dwayne.
You're welcome.